Hello everyone, welcome back with another video. Today I will try to solve another problem. We have some new. I have uploaded some new videos on my channel before. I have made some audios. Not voices, but this time I'm making another video with the explanation, or you can say what approaches I can take during solution. So this is so let's just start it. Let's see the problem first, then we can try to solve on the Visual Studio. So the problem is about this is the get the century. Century. What is the century? Actually, you have to understand the century. When the 100-year passes, there we call one century or something that we always know, because you can see there's some example here already, or you can see the description what says. You have to create a function that return we get a input in a year, and we get a century, correct century on the output. Okay, so now this is the thing that I would like to say. There is some test case or example you can see. Also some notes are here. This all are said. All year will between 1000 and 2010. Okay, the 11th century is between something like this, 1001 and on 11,000, or the 18th century is between 1701 and 18 to 18. Okay, now let's try to solve this problem in basic or simplified way, then we will discuss something more about it. Now I do not have to take any input here, but we can directly input. So first of all, I have to create an integer type that will define my year. So year equal, I'm just manually inputting current year, 1912. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Okay. Now we have to run a condition that will define our year is century or not. So in that case, we have to define we have to call a condition that will give us the result of whether it is century, what century is in it. Okay, now if we get year by 100 and here this operator that will give us the result of the last reminder that we get from this year, and it will just check the condition whether it is it have the last two digits in zeros or not. If the year contain the double zeros, that will give us the result of the 10 centuries. Like if we get the 1000, that will give us the result of 10th century. Also, like this the 1100 years also give us the 11th centuries. Here you can see the 1800 give us the 18th century. So if we get the result of reminder that contain zeros with the zeros, so this give us the result of the 10th centuries, or give us the directly the century between years. Okay, now the solution is about we have to get a result of the century from this year. So now let's see if we get the 0 appearing, then here just type in and then I will divide it by this 100 to get the century. So here divided by 100 and century. Now else CW here. If this condition does not match the requirement, then we will get the +1. That means if we not get the value of the last two digits equals 0, that give us the year century of the next year. So it will give us the value of next year divided by 100 and plus. We have to enclose this between brackets, because if we put the plus sign here, this will observe at as a concatenate. So concatenation will only give us the string values, not the result of the mathematics. So if we have to get the math result, that if we are divided by 100 and +1, we have to enclose this between brackets. Now same as I will write the string value. Now let's see the result of the solution. Okay, you can see here the 1912 is 20th century. 20th century. So how is this happen? Actually, as this 1901 2, if we see the problem again, that says if we get 1800 to okay, there is a simple problem that I get. Maybe that will be in the 19th centuries. Right, this is well, let me see, because sometime I have to understand what it says. 2000. I got the 20th century. If I write 1, what happens? It will get 21st century. Okay, I got it. I have the solution now. But I thought there is something wrong in my program, so no problem. If I write here just 1000, what we will get? It's 10th century. And when I start from the 1001 here, I will get 11th century. Okay, now this is all happened because of this equation or this method I have solved here. That year modulated by 100, that give us the result of something. I can say, if I try to explain in here, if I can say 100 divisible by 15,040. Now if we see here that I can go around first time by 1. If I get 100 100 here, that I will get the result of this 540, because we don't have to take 1 here anymore. Now if I get 5, I can write here that 500, because we have the 3-digit result now. So 14. Now we get the last result, last reminder that give us the result of an century. So here, that's what happened when we modulate the year by 100. It gives us the reminder of 1. So when it come the 1001 year, it changes to this condition that year divided by 100 plus 1. So I get the 11th century here. Same as if we get a user input, it works exactly same way. I can write convert dot to string, because our input is always read in a string value, so I have to convert this in to a string first, and then console.readline, and okay, I'm sorry, I have to convert this into integer, because the read line will get the string, but I have to take an integer value, so we can check this condition in this way. Okay, now then int 32 and all set, and I am writing something else that will give us a clear concept. Also the write okay, now console.write input a year between I have no limitation here, but the problem says that we have some limitation that called here. It is between all year will be between 100 and 2010. So I also have to put the information in here that between 1000 to 2010. Now if we see the result, we can input the value now. So how? Okay, there is something I can put the value anywhere. 1900 and 40. You can see the 20th century give us the result of 20th century. Now I am fixing something here that yes, I did not place a space before input values. Now I can see I can write something else like 14 and 80. It will give us the 15th century as we said. So the problem is already solved, but we have to make a method that it's already said to create a function that takes in a year and return the correct century. So we already made a bunch of method before, but this time I would not show you the method how to make it. It's up to you, but I will make this more complex in reason, because sometimes we get user input, but sometimes if we see we have to see view as a set of data set in way I have to make the whole result in this console output. So now if how we do that, actually I have made this problem. They give us a problem that I have already solved, but I have made another problem that will have to solve, because if you know how to solve this, you can also solve my problem anyway. But in this case I will try to show you how I show the whole data list from that year of 1000 to 2010. So I am commenting this out for no result we will get from this. Now if we put year input, year start from 1090, year end from end of 2010, and I'm taking another value of multiplier. So year m equal 100. Okay, now this I will run a loop or iterating through year of 1000 to year of 2010. First task I am iterating with for loop. Year start and length is year end. Now this value run, you can see the result first to test are we getting the result or not. Okay. Now sorry, something wrong happened here. I have run console to right line, everything is fine, but what happened here? Okay, this is run successfully actually. Last time I got some error. And now here you can see that 2009, I got the 2009, but I want to get the year in 2010. This is why this is happened, because I just said the condition of if I less than year end. I didn't say less than and equal. If I say less than, that will give us the last digit from the end. That means if I end on the 2010, it will give us the result of 2009. So I have to put an equal sign to get the result. That is here. You can see the result right now. This loop is a big series of data that will take some time. We do not do that way actually. Sometimes we have to show the result data sheet or you can when we make a real-time program, we do not have to make such like this. This is just a example, and this is just a console program, so we're getting the result like the whole computer or something like that. Okay, so this is not this big deal. Just I'm showing the solution how we can possibly get the data list of the century from the year, and we as we get from the user input, if sometime this happened. Okay, now this is the result. Now we have to run a condition that we ran before, same condition. So if we now I have to write here year, not year start or year end, because I already run a loop from 1000 to 2010, so I can write simply I and modulate by 100 as like before, and we if this result equal to 0, we get the result of console the right line, which give us the output of I. Okay, I'm making the syntax actually. Yeah, then I divided by 100, and the result with TA is century. Okay, and else this condition does not meet the requirement of the result, then console.writeLine I plus we write the same as before, I divided by 100, and I already said that we have to enclose the result when we do a math here, because the plus sign will know as concatenate when we work in string. So we do not want to concatenate the 1 plus 1 with the result of the 100 I divided by 100. So now if this happened, then the result of the century. Now okay, now we can see the result. We already have the solution here. Okay, I do not need the multiplication or something. I can multiply divide it. You can say I have used a manual inputted data. You can easily modify. You cannot easily modify this. Sometimes you can get some possibility that you have to change one data, but here you can see I have write 100 here, 100 here, 100. This is not a good way to write a program. If you hold a variable and put all of here, you can change easily. If you need to divisible by 1000 or 2000 or 4000, you can easily put here, because this program runs on depend on these values. So if we change these values from the last, we can change all the time. Okay, now let's see how we can do that. Just you can put the year D that will define already defined in our working area or something like that. So I'm sorry. Okay, now this is all happened same exactly before we done. Now we can see the result first. As we expected, we get already the expected result, but sometimes get some error happen which we cannot see, or not noticeable from the view of automatic view or something we can see on eye. Just when you see some result in the way, you should check in manually sometime for the verification that it's work or not. Okay, So now that happened. Let's see the 1099 will give us the 11th century. Also 1100 years give us the 11th century. What they said here, that the 11th century is between 1001 and 11,000 1100, sorry, not 1000, 1100. I'm sorry for that. Okay, misspelled the 1000 value or 100 value. So now this is what happened. I show you the whole data list from the 100 1000 year, 100 year. Also you can show I'm just showing you the 1000 year from the last to 2010, which give us the problem here. Okay, so let's verify some other result. Like you can see the between 1301. Where is the result actually? Okay, here 1299 give us the 13th century. Also 1300 give us the 13th century, and the 1301 give us the 14th century as I expected. Okay, and what we will get the at least from the when the 1400 we get the result of 14th century, and when we move to the 1401 okay, 1400, it gives us the 15th century again. So this is the result of we solve from this problem. We can solve this in just a simple few line of code, but I have make another problem from this problem which is already solved. It's very simple. Just keep in mind that it's not so hard that to solve. Okay, you can also put a user input here, like year start. If someone start from 2010 to 3000, or if someone trying to input 10,000 to 20,000, so you can simply write the user input like as like before I wrote on the first solution, that convert first of all you have to convert the integer value and then read the line from the user, and it will give us the same result if the user input are given. Because if we get the centuries also, there is one more thing I have to discuss, that there is a millennium in year. That means millennium are happen when thousands are comes. Like here we get the 100 that give us the century, but when millenniums come, that give us the 1000. We have to divided by the 1000, and the remainder must remain in 3-digit zeros. When we get the where we get the centuries, only two digit input, 2-digit integer or two-digit zeros give us the centuries. So that's all. I think I have okay, there is one more thing that I did not say. You have to make method by yourself. That I already show in many videos how to make the class method, static or public, just instance method. You can make anything that you want, but on this solution I'm not showing anything. I'm not showing anything on this solution because sometimes you have to try something by yourself. Okay, not solving everything. Not sure. Not no one solve everything for you. You have to find something uh, by yourself sometime. Okay, so that's all for this video, and I will come with another video, another problem solution next time. So goodbye till then. Okay. Now